Hey everyone, my name is Jessica Stamp and I am the founder/CEO of Simply Go Be the Agency, a creative directing agency that works with up-and-coming creatives in order to help them conceptualize their ideas. I want to thank Ashley for still putting this event together. I know last year when she had asked me to join her in her first Create Your Style event, I was super excited and even more excited to see her thoughts and ideas and all the work that she put in come to fruition. So this year, I'm super excited to join you all again, even though it's virtual. COVID could not stop us, and sharing a little bit about perfecting your pitch.
When speaking about pitches, we're talking about an elevator pitch or an elevator speech. An elevator pitch is a brief 20 to 30 second persuasive speech used while networking or presenting that explains what you or your organization does, or it conveys an idea. The speech is used to spark interest in your audience in a concise, straight-to-the-point way.
So you may be wondering, what is the perfect pitch? Why do I need one? And when will I use it? The reality is that many of us wear many different hats. And the way that we will introduce ourselves in one space is not the same way that we will introduce ourselves in all of our different spaces. For example, my day job, I am Associate Director of Enrollment Development at Trinity Washington University. I am also your former Miss Black District of Columbia USA 2019. I also sit as a commissioner for the Commission of Women here in Washington, D.C., appointed by Mayor Bowser. You see, if I am in an educational setting, I will definitely share the fact that I am the director of admissions at a school, but I wouldn't introduce myself as Miss Black District of Columbia in that particular space. So you have to be able to know how to pitch yourself and how to create that perfect elevator pitch that's going to allow people to know who you are and what you're there for.
Now that you know what an elevator pitch is, let's work on creating one. The first thing that you want to do is to decide how you want to introduce yourself. So you want to look at the setting in which you're going to be in and determine what is the best way to introduce yourself. Like I stated earlier, I wear many different hats, and I'm sure that for you all watching this, you also wear very different hats. So consider who you're going to be speaking to and what exactly they're going to be the most interested in. For example, for the purposes of this particular presentation, I introduced myself as Jessica Stamp, the CEO and founder of Simply Go Be the Agency. The reason for that is because Create Your Style is a creative platform, and I understand that the individuals watching this particular video are going to be in a creative space. The second thing you want to do is identify your goal. By the end of your conversation or presentation, what major points do you wish to have addressed? After I introduced myself in the intro, I followed up with a little bit of information on my organization. What does Simply Go Be do? Who are we? I shared that we are a creative directing agency that works with up-and-coming artists and helps them conceptualize their ideas. The goal was to share with you all that I have a creative agency that works with up-and-coming artists. Again, I'm assuming that the individuals watching this video are people that are interested in a creative space. By identifying that goal, I was able to share with you all what exactly it is that I do that I know will cater to your particular interests. Now that we have an idea of what we're doing, let me provide you with some quick tips. The first tip is to be conversational. For my individuals who live in larger cities, especially for those who live in Washington, D.C., one of the major questions that you will always get is, what do you do? Unfortunately, the idea behind that is to really see what is it that you do that can potentially help me. Usually, these questions come up in networking settings. So try to be conversational. Don't be stiff. Know that after you tell them what it is that you do, you can continue that conversation. The second tip is to watch your speed. Sometimes when we get nervous, we tend to speak a little too quickly, or sometimes we're fishing for ideas and we tend to think a little too slow. The final tip is to practice. The more you practice, the better you will become at your elevator pitch, and the more you'll understand what settings will require what particular pitch. Once you're done mastering your pitch, make sure you stay connected with the person you just pitched to. You just spent all this time networking, try to get a phone number, a business card, or maybe a social media account. I hope that the information provided to you today was helpful. Connect with me on one of my social media accounts or send me an email if you have any further questions. Once this pandemic is over, hopefully we can all meet in person again, or maybe at next year's Create Your Style event.